Hello, boys and girls. Today we will be talking about anxiety and panic attacks, brought to you by the Department of Student Life and Services. What we will be learning about throughout this presentation is what is anxiety, symptoms of anxiety, types of anxiety, what are panic attacks, symptoms of panic attacks, and positive coping strategies that you can use if you are having anxiety or a panic attack. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a mental and physical reaction to perceived threats. It protects us from danger and focuses our attention on problems. But when anxiety is too severe or occurs too frequently, it can become debilitating. Symptoms of anxiety. Some common symptoms of anxiety are uncontrollable worry, excessive nervousness, sleep problems, muscle tension, poor concentration, avoidance of fear, upset stomach, and increased heart rate. Types of anxiety. There are different types of anxiety, such as generalized anxiety, which is an excessive amount of anxiety or worry in several areas of life. Phobias, a very intense fear of a specific situation or object which is out of proportion to its actual threat. And also social anxiety, which is a long-term and overwhelming fear of social situations such as conversations with unfamiliar parties, being observed, giving speeches or presentations. After learning about what is anxiety and the symptoms of anxiety, let's take a look at what are panic attacks. Panic attacks are brief periods of overwhelming fear or anxiety. The intensity of a panic attack goes well beyond normal anxiety and can include many physical symptoms. During panic attacks, people often fear they are having a heart attack, they cannot breathe, or they are dying. Symptoms of a panic attack. Some common symptoms of a panic attack are pounding or racing heart, sweating, trembling or shaking, fear of going crazy, feeling of being detached from reality, breathing difficulties, chest pain or discomfort, fear of dying, nausea, and tunnel vision. After learning about what is anxiety and what are panic attacks, here are some positive coping strategies for anxiety and panic attacks. 1. Recognize you are having anxiety or a panic attack. 2. Use breathing techniques. 3. Practice mindfulness. 4. Picture yourself in a happy place. 5. Find a focus object. 6. Keep an essential oil such as lavender on hand. 7. Engage in light exercise. 8. Ask for help. Talk to a friend or a trusted adult if needed. Let's talk a little bit more about how to recognize when I am having a panic attack. First, stop and ask yourself, what is happening to me right now? Then think and reflect as to why am I feeling like this? And lastly, listen to your body and do a body scan. Where do I feel it in my body? Is it in my head, shoulders, chest, and or stomach? Here we provide some techniques you can use to cope with a panic attack. 1. Physiological sign breathing exercise. With this exercise, you will take one deep inhale, immediately followed by another sharp inhale, and a long, slow sighing exhale. For 2 to 5 minutes, this can lower your anxiety and improve mood. 2. Trauma release exercise, also known as TREE. For this exercise, you stand up and shake out your entire body so you release any pent-up anxiety. 3. The rubber band technique. With the rubber band technique, you will place a rubber band on your wrist and snap it to release anxiety. 4. Cold ice technique. With this technique, you will place cold water or ice on your wrist and or face as a way to bring yourself into contact with the present moment, the here and now. Here is a technique that you can use to practice mindfulness. This is called the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise. And with this exercise, you will name 5 things you can see around you. Name 4 things that you can touch. Name 3 things you can hear. Name 2 things you can smell. And name 1 thing you can taste. Here is an activity that you can use as a group. This activity is the worry jar. The instructions are 1. Set aside a time to be worry time. 15 minutes is ideal. It's recommended to use a timer. It can help to have the same set time each day. 2. During your allocated worry time, write down each of your worries onto pieces of paper or post-it notes. Focus on allowing yourself to replay the worry thoughts in your head. Really focus on your worries and worry as hard as you want to. This is your worry time. 3. But when the timer goes off, worry time is over. The worries are placed in the jar and it is time to switch to more fulfilling ways to spend your time. Students can share their worries if they like and speak about it with each other, using this time as a support group. Reminder, it's okay to ask for help or talk to a trusted adult. We have come to the end of the presentation. Here are some questions to think about. 1. Have you ever experienced anxiety or a panic attack? 2. If so, how did the anxiety or panic attack feel in your body? And 3. Which technique in this presentation would you use to help you cope with anxiety or panic attacks?